Hey, how's it going, guys? So I wanted to talk today about how every single presidential election is rigged. And I do not mean rigged in the way that the left tends to, shout out the Russian collusion if the right wins. And if the right wins, they talk about voter fraud and illegal immigration and blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm talking about actual total corruption, completely rigged. And here is just a plain fact: the third party candidates do not get to compete in the debates. They don't really even get to give their ideas out there. So, how do you have a legitimate election when you're setting the stage, like, and creating rules to keep people out from even competing, right? So, I just want to read this little part here. I'm not going to get into like the legality of it, right? We're just talking about this is very clearly a problem. Since the 1970s, the FEC has been in charge of making sure organizations that hold presidential debates and take corporate money to do so are nonpartisan. Those rules, last codified in 1995, demand that debate organizations have objective criteria for determining what candidates qualify. Despite this, the FEC has a gaping exception for the Commission on Presidential Debates. This commission, which organizes every presidential debate that garners any attention, was explicitly set up to be bipartisan, not nonpartisan. That is, it is run by Democrats and Republicans exclusively for the benefit of Democrats and Republicans. Now, obviously, there's legal gray area here that people are debating on, right? I'm not worried about the legal side, man. Like, basically, fuck the government. My issue here is that, like, you could still just vote third party, right? The problem is they're rigging it and not even letting them really get their ideas out there. But they are putting their ideas out there. You just kind of have to seek it out. I don't know how to get the masses to seek it out, but that's clearly something that as people we need to work on. We're not going to improve anything as long as we get two pre-selected shitty, what's the word, right? Establishment choices, right? It's generally all we ever get. And you're missing out on like really good people, that are in there, and you're letting these like commissions, right? And like the parties of the Democrat and Republican essentially choose what you get or don't get, right? Like, I know a lot of people that are on the left and a lot of people on the right. I know my friends on the left, not a single one wanted a career politician, rich old white dude, and a fucking DEA, right? They liked Tulsi Gabbard. They liked Bernie Sanders. You're not even getting to choose what you want because they're getting rid of your options for you, like, before it even makes it there. Yeah, that's really all I wanted to get into, man. I just really wanted to break it down, though. Like, every election is rigged, but it is not the right rigged the election against the left and the left. No, you are both rigging the election against everyone else, so that it's just one of your two shitty sides, right? That's why the saying is always that, oh, it's the lesser of two evils. There was like several other people to choose from. There's always several other people to choose from. Every election, they just do not get to join the debates. They don't get to have the exposure. They don't get to do any of the stuff, right? They are kept out so that you don't even get to see an actually decent option. I personally don't participate until this kind of changes and enough people are considering third party that I don't have to choose the lesser of two evils. I'm not gonna choose one, right? I'm just not, right? I'm reminded of The Witcher. One of my favorite scenes in The Witcher is like early on in it, right? When the dude is trying to tell him that he needs to choose between killing him and killing the girl, and he's clearly the lesser of two evils, and the Witcher just straight up is like, lesser, middling, greater, evil is evil, and if I have to choose between one evil and another, I prefer not to choose at all. You guys have a good one. Don't choose evil. So I wanted to add this in real quick at the end here. I do have a second channel going. It's A3 Fit Gaming. If you're into gaming stuff, it's one of the reasons I don't do a lot of stuff on here. This channel is kind of becoming more of just like if I have something I care about, I really want to talk about. This is kind of my spew it out there, put it out there channel. When it comes to it with fitness, really, it's not super complicated, and I'm not into all this flashy, show off and, sexualized clickbait photos and all this stuff that people do to grow fitness channels on here. So I think this channel is really going to be more me talking when I have stuff I care about. And I'm probably going to focus more on the gaming channel as one to hopefully eventually monetize. And this one's more like stuff I think the world needs to know, people need help with, but I don't really expect it to become super popular and grow. So yeah, if you like gaming, A3 Fit Gaming, it's my other channel over there. Currently, favorite game is Lost Ark, playing the Russian version while I wait for the NA release. But if you're into gaming stuff, especially Lost Ark right now, check it out.